time zones. Welcome everybody to this learning discussion with Vidushi Swathi Renganath and Vidushi Ramya Harish. So thank you so much, Swathi and Ramya. So it's been a long time idea that's been incubating in me to have a discussion on various genre topics on something that's been within us and we're not sure whom to reach out to. So thank you so much for joining in this initiative. So before we just begin, thank you for all the audience who have joined across the globe. Okay, so we have Swathi and Ramya, who are like accomplished musicians. I think you don't need real introductions. Though, I just have to give in a bit of introduction with Swathi. Has been learning her music, I think, ever since she just opened her eyes into the world. Disciple of Dr. K.N. Renganath Sharma and Dr. Mohana Sharma, and All India Radio graded artist. Done a bachelor's and master's in music from Madras University, and also is the recipient of Guruvayur Gananjali Puraskaram in the year 2023 and Live for You Hall of Fame in 2024. So thank you, Swathi, for joining. Then we have Ramya. Ramya is a Carnatic vocalist and a guru based in Singapore. Renowned disciple of renowned Dr. Shetale Rangnath Sharma, and has done her master's in music from Madras University, and has her own music school, Guru Kripa Academy. So we are fortunate to have all your knowledge. Let me just admit more people. Okay, so to start off, I think Swathi, we'll go with you, considering you are my guru, my blessed, soul to for my Carnatic music journey. So, a childhood memory of yours that has actually, made who you are today.
It can probably be the moment that I hear my appa sing at 5 a.m. in a dark room holding his tambura. When I was small, I used to, wake up from the bed. I just run towards appa. I'll have my bed over my appa's lap when he used to sing. So that is one of the fond memory that I have of him practicing. And my amma used to take classes like from the early morning to like up until she goes to bed. So that also had always triggered me to, pursue this as my passion. And yeah.
So it's been inborn with you. So, in fact, it's such a, blissful moment to even hear about that, the dark room, imagining with the tampura and then hearing beautiful music. So thank you, Swathi. And yes, Ramya, what is your childhood memory that has made you?
Namaskaram to all. Hi. Thank you for this opportunity. See, my childhood memory has been listening to waking up to Kanda Sashti Kavasam and waking up, That was maybe the initial music I heard from the family, because but I had an innate passion and calling for music. Like anywhere I listen into anything, I'll be like, that will be lingering for a few days. Nowadays, we don't have we didn't have all those recordings, anything in those days. So all we had is like, I had to keep thinking about something and then, and then go back to it. All we had is our memory to this thing.
Yeah,
So
right.
that was there. So yes, so my parents were not like musical this thing, but they identified that interest in me and they enrolled me in classes where they could, and so I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.
And
How
then
blessed you are to, learn from the from the
Yes,
best of
I'm
the best.
I'm
Yeah.
really blessed to you know to be under the tutelage of my Guru Sharma sir. So yeah, it is a real blessing. So yeah, it's a lifelong journey, as we say, music.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the budding artists who are with us today, so I'm sure they're going to take in a lot of learnings once this session is over, and also this session recording will be put up on YouTube. So it's always going to be around. So going forward, before we in that the start of the topic for today, the Tāna Varnams, but let me do a little bit of an instant mojo question. So an instant mojo is something that powers your confidence and instantly lightens up you. So Swati, I want to know what
I
is
want to know what is
the instant mojo
the
for
instant
you.
mojo for you.
Uh, one needs to go on mute. Yeah. So the instant mojo for you, how do you get it? How do you keep it? And in case you lose it, then how do you get it back?
Okay, so probably what lifts my mood is listening to concerts, um, concert hopping, especially in the December season, and more of like peer group concerts because they actually lift our energy levels. How far they work for a concert and how much of new things they implement in their concert. So those things actually fascinate me and they lift my mood.
Okay.
If in
So
case I
for a guru and someone who's like, been with music all around. So your passion also, I mean, it's something that lifts you is like concert hopping. So I mean, I think for
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah, that's a different feeling. Yeah. So also doing concerts after a stage performance, you'll get that high. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah, so that is mine.
So how do you keep it?
Uh, yeah, if in case I feel low or something, I start practicing
Ah,
probably just
start
10 to
singing. You
15
don't have to
minutes.
wait for a moment to sing. You can sing all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like 1 hour continuous, you have to sit and sing. Just 10 to 15 minutes that can instantly lift your mood.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So 10
So,
to 15 minutes of singing can lift
yeah,
your mood.
easily. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, that's a big learning and a lesson. So Ramya, your
My
instant mojo.
mojo, this thing I feel like when I teach the kids, when they come directly and when they learn that energy with which we connect with them, and the questions they ask, really is intriguing. Nowadays, we didn't. I'm wondering like when during childhood we didn't have such questions, so that really motivates me and inspires me as a teacher and as a like I feel I'm a student as well while teaching.
Ah,
So that is my real elixir, I can say. Like before, if I have some personal issues and all, and after I take a class, I'll be like, I'm okay. I'm totally normal. So teaching gives me a lot of joy, and also, of course,
okay.
listening to
So
music, singing, everything with music, right?
that's fine. I
So
mean, so we are getting different flavors from both of you, which is like a very different perspective. Yes. So how do you keep it?
keep it by by constantly teaching and of course encouraging the kids, like see we want to
Ah,
we want to be a difference, right? We want to make a difference in people's students
yes.
lives or something. So how you can stand as an example to encourage them or inspire them by telling them, of course we tell them to practice is a key, nothing else,
Okay,
no
so
shortcuts.
we'll have practice as a topic in a different session, I think,
Okay.
because I think that's the most difficult thing to do. But
Yeah, yeah.
then,
To keep it consistent, right? That is a very important thing. Even if you lose it, come back to it. Like even if you take a break or something, right? You should always like try to come back to it and keep doing it. That's the
okay,
thing.
yeah, perfect. So Swati, before we just have to know how do you, how do you, bring it back if you lose it, your instant mojo?
Yeah, that's what. My 10 to 15 minutes of practice will guide
Bring
me
you back.
back to the place. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that's really nice. Like, in fact, to be honest, like you were telling Ramya that, you like to teach. And then, I also have, I think I have very minimal doubts or something that really is stupid. But I go to Swathi and say, Swathi, I have this doubt during my classes. So that's really fine. I think it's now time to get into our topic genre for today. So for me, someone who has a passion for Carnatic music, and something that I pursue other than my IT career. So for me, it's like a hobby that I learn Carnatic music. I sing bhajans, and then I somehow exhibit my hunger for my passion and everything. So that ways, all I know is the 7 8 varnams, Vasanta, Mohanam. I just know that is what varnams mean. But then when I came to you both and I said, what are we going to talk about? Then you came with Tāna Varnam, which is like, something out of the blue topic. So first, and to start with, what are Varnams?
Yeah. So Varnam is basically a musical form. Musical form in the sense we have plenty of musical forms starting from Sarlivarsai, Geetam, Jatiswaram, Swarajati, Kriti, Kirtanas. All of those are musical forms. So
Okay.
one of the musical forms is Varnam. It can be, under Abhyasaganam and Sabhaganam. So what is Abhyasaganam and what is Sabhaganam? So Abhyasam in Sanskritam means practice, and Sabha in Sanskritam means a platform or a place where you can perform.
Okay.
So yeah. So
It's a combination
Abhyasaganam,
of practice and performance.
yes. So
Okay.
this comes under both kids section, which is like Sarlivarsai, Jantavarsai,
Ah,
starting from Sarlivarsai to leading up to Varnam. And Sabhaganam is starting from Varnam to so and so, Manodharmam, etc.
ah,
Whatever you perform on stage. So this is the one unique form that comes under both Abhyasaganam and Sabhaganam.
okay.
Yeah.
So like you will have to do this parallelly, or you will do one by one.
No, actually, we start Kritis and Kirtanas only after learning at least 10 to 15 Varnams.
Okay. That
Yeah.
is to get the base of the
Yeah.
ragas. Or,
So these are all just like how we learn ABCD, to learn a word, to learn a paragraph. So Sarlivarsai Jantavarsai will definitely help us to learn Swarajatis and Jatiswarams better.
okay.
Jatiswaram and Swarajatis, all of those will help us to learn Geetams better. And up until Geetam, you're okay, you're like perfectly fine with everything. Then you'll be easily able to catch Varnams better in a better way.
Okay.
So all of those is a practice. They are gonna mold you to learn a Varnam properly. So
Okay.
that is how. And Varnam, especially in vocal and dance, differs. Varnam will be the first piece in a concert
Yeah, yeah.
platform, but for dancers, Varnam is their main piece. That will be performed for around 45 1 hour.
So this is all like, is this all defined in the Natya Shastra, or is it that something we have been,
No, no,
uh,
this is how it has been from very earlier older days from, yeah,
okay.
Esther
So,
ages. Yeah.
so that's the tradition which we all learn and
Yes.
then follow
Yes.
in Carnatic music.
Yes.
So, I mean, in fact, be in our area, so there's Hindustani also that's popular. So, when you're bringing in two flavors, then I also get to see that, Carnatic music is like totally different from what Hindustani has. So I
Yes.
think
Yes.
that will
Yes.
be
Very
another
true.
topic that we should be
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
But
Very true.
Ramya, come on,
Actually, when
your
you speak of Hindustani, right, Varnam is something very unique to our Carnatic music system.
Okay.
That's a very good thing. See, by the term varnam, no, it means color. So when whatever any raga, if you take any ragams, like it gives the brings the varnam brings out the essence of the raga. So that is why we have all so many popular ragams. Like varnams are composed in all these popular ragams like Mohanam, Hamsadvani, Begada, Danyasi, Todi. I mean, all the important, all the commonly known ragas. Why? Because as we learn the varnam, we understand the nuances of the ragam. So,
Okay.
so we as students, right? It is important to go back to something, right? Keep as a guide or a reference
Right, right.
point. So it's very important. So if you listen to something, you should be able to connect back to something. So that is
Okay.
how we learn and evolve. So
Thus
varnams,
we learn the subject as a whole.
right. Like varnam, when you learn some phrases. The same thing when you listen in some other concert and this thing, you'll be like, yes, I know this. I mean, you can connect to them. Like how you identify a raga, right? Similarly. So
Okay.
that one, and also this it has many like rhythmic phrases, the patterns in the varnas. No, there are many swara phrases and patterns in the varnas which will give you more of the swara jnanam, or your fluency in the swaras. Like as Swathi said, like, right from Sarli Varsai, Janta Varsai, Data Varsai, everything is incorporated in the varnams, which we will be covering as we go forward. One point I want to say, this Tāna Varnā-s especially, why that name Tāna is given by the professor P. Shambamurthy. He says that Tāna is like the Varnams are in the format of the Tānam singing. Like how this, there is a famous musical form called RTP, Ragam Tānam Pallavi. In
Yeah.
that Tānam singing, right? So that is replicated. That is say it is the in the varnam, the patterns are similar to the Tānam. So that is why the common, see, generally when they say varnam, it refers to Tāna Varnā. So other varnams we specifically mention as different, I mean, which Swathi will be covering.
Okay, fine. So,
Yeah.
so you have given a formal introduction to Tāna Varnā-s. Like, what is the speciality, or like, Tāna Varnā-s in the sense when you just, just name the topic. So why is it, Swathi, that, we had to take Tāna Varnā-s as our first session?
Tāna Varnam has more things to discuss rather than, talk about Padavarnam, Dharuvarnam. We'll be covering in the next sessions, coming sessions also. But we have 4 types of Varnam, major 4 Varnams. Those are Tāna Varnam, Padavarnam, Dharuvarnam, and then Ragamalika Varnam. So basic info to them will be like Tāna Varnam will have Sahityam for the Pallavi and Pallavi alone, and Charanam Sahityam alone.
Okay.
Padavarnam will be having Sahityam for the whole Varnam, including
So
Mukkayaswaram,
like you are
Rittikadaswaras.
kind of briefing on the structure of Varnams, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
internal structure of the Varnam, not
Internal
just the
structure
basic
of
structure.
Varnam.
Basic structure, I guess Ramya ka will tell.
Okay.
But yeah, so how do they differ from each other? I'm just talking about that. So Tāna Varnam is this, and Padavarnam will have Sahityam for everything, including Mukkayaswaram and Rittikadaswaras. Rittikadaswaras are Chittaswaras, not to be confused, because nowadays it's been called as Chittaswaras, but it is actually Rittikadaswaras.
Okay.
So in Daru Varnam, we'll get to see Jatis and Swaras in between. So that is Daru Varnam. And Raga Malika itself says garland. So Raga Malika is
A flavor
a
of
garland of ragas. Yeah. So that is how the name depicts. So the Varnam will be of plenty, like many ragas, including, for example, Navaraga Malika Varna. We have Navaraga Malika in the sense 9 ragas, a garland of 9 ragas. So many such Varnams are there. Not just Navaraga Malika. Raga Malika Varnamla, many composers have composed. So that is the basic major 4 Varna categories.
Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I don't know, like I just want this session to go on for the whole day, but we have time restriction of an hour. So before we proceed further, I can see these beautiful. I think all of our young crowd is here. So if anybody would want to bring in any other question to Swathi and Ramya here, if you would want to unmute and then ask something that's in your mind right now. Okay, not as of now. Anyway, you can put up your questions on the chat. I have opened the chat for everybody. We'll address them later in this session. I think it's 20 minutes into the session. Some sing. I mean, without a song, I think without proceeding will not go. Great for this. So who's going to start this? A little bit of a line or a varnam or something. I just want something to be heard. Swathi, please.
Okay. So I guess I'll just go with the Pallavi.
Perfect. Anything else?
गणराजेन रक्षितोऽहम् गणराजेन रक्षितोऽहम् गुणिजननुत पल्लवपतेन गणराजेन रक्षितोऽहम् गुणिजननुत पल्लवपतेन गणराजेन रक्षितोऽहम्.
Wow, that was like a beautiful beginning. So let's and as we continue, so Ramya will give us a little more brief on the structure of varnams.
Yes, that was very beautiful, Swathi.
I know.
Okay, so the structure of varnams. I think some of you are in the audience. All of you would have learned some varnam or the other, or at least heard of it. So we generally, there are two parts in the varnam. Okay, like if you want, some of you can take some notes so that you can remember the terms later. Okay, so two parts. First part is called the Purvangam and second part is called the Uttarangam. So this Purvangam, the first we begin with the Pallavi. So Pallavi, generally it has only two lines. So in Varanam we always use the Ratakalai. Or the double.
This structure is something that's been defined. Like, it's like the like the rule of the subject.
Yes, it is preset. It is preset already.
And it's been followed from years and years, right?
Yes. They've been sung. Many legends, stalwarts have stated. We have, which we follow.
So we are blessed to, just receive it and follow it.
Yes. So Purvangam, which we begin with the Pallavi. The Pallavi is typically two lines. Okay, and then which is followed by the Anupallavi, which is also two lines, or the two Avartanams. Like two lines is like Aditalam. Like mostly I am talking about Aditala Varnams, which will have two Avartanams or two cycles of Aditalam. And then Pallavi, Anupallavi. So generally Pallavi, right, with the swaras or this thing will be in the Madhyama Kalam or the medium octave. And then it will have very, very important swaras of the ragam. It will give you the flavor of the ragam. It will establish the flavor of the ragam in the Pallavi. And then when Anupallavi, when you go, it slightly goes to the higher octave. If you notice any ragam, any varnam, if you think of it, Pallavi will be little bit middle octave and Anupallavi it goes to a higher octave. And then comes the Muktai Swaram. So Muktai means generally that Muktai means it's like an ending thing. So what are we doing? It's like an ending of the first half and moving to the second half. That is what is the Muktai Swaram. So it is a full of Swaram. It will have patterns. It will have some, of course it will show the ragam of the Varnam, whichever ragam we are doing. So Muktai Swaram. So that is a Purvangam. And then the Uttarangam will have Charanam.
So Purvangam, the end of the Purvangam with the Muktai Swaram, we'll be entering into the Uttarangam.
Yeah, we come back to the Pallavi. Well, while we sing, we come back to the Pallavi and end it. So we end it and then go to the Charanam. So Charanam we begin with it's again two lines. See, the overall Varnam when you see, the lyrics are very less. So it is just the Pallavi 2 lines, Anupallavi and the Charanam are the lyrics. The rest are all Swarams. Full, you have this Charanam is followed by Ettigada Swarams as Swathi mentioned, or Chitta Swarams as it is called now. So Chitta Swarams, Muttai Swarams and the overall this thing, no? So the lyrics part is very less. But the lyrics...
Chitta Swaram is in the Purvangam of the Varnam.
Chitta Swarams is in the Uttarangam, after the Charanam, following the Charanam.
Okay, after the Charanam.
Yeah, it is Muttai Swaram.
Muttai Swaram is in the Purvangam. End of Purvangam is the Muttai Swaram.
Okay.
And then the Charanam followed by the Ettigada Swarams, which is the Uttarangam part.
Okay.
So yes. So about the Ettigada Swarams also, like there will be usually 4 typically it is 4 or 5. Some Varnams have 5 Swarams also. Some exceptions are there, like Saranga Varnam, there are only 3 Swarams. It's a very short Varnam, short and sweet Varnam. So yes, so this is the basic structure of the Varnam. It doesn't change much. The number of Avartanams will change. Some have a longer Muttai Swaram. Some usually it is like 4 lines, right? I mean, but some have a longer, like it will have go to 3 avatars.
Can we have a piece of Muktai Swaram from you, impromptu?
Sure. Gari gari sari sari sa gari ga sari sa da sari gari ga pa da pa da sari gari ga sari da sa pa da sari ga sa da pa gari sari. It's a very commonly known Mohanam Varnam. So yes, so Muktai Swaram, it will it again goes to the higher octave also, right? And then it will end Ninnu Kori. So we end with the Pallavi before going to the Charanam. So that is what is the basic structure of the thing.
Okay, Varnam as a pattern.
Yes. Again, all the Ettigada Swaras, we keep coming back to the Pallavi Charanam line. So we sing the Charanam, sing one Swaram, come back to the Charanam again. So, and then we end the Varnam as a thing with the Charanam line ending. We don't come back to the Pallavi after finishing all the Swarams.
Okay. Lovely. I mean, the more you listen or the more you, imbibe when you are listening, then there is a real clarity. I think a lot of, the students who are actually, beginning should, in fact, get this kind of, nuances. I think we should, be bringing in more of younger generation to get into this. Anyway, Swathi, types of Varnam.
Yeah. So, types of Varnam, as we discussed, it's 4. So, coming back to Tāna Varnam, Ipo Akka just told the structure of the Tāna Varnam. It is not like applicable for Padavarnam or this thing, because Muktai Swaram la Padavarnam will have Sahityam part. Also, Ettigada Swaras la Padavarnam will be having Sahityam part. And Daruvarnam la will also have Jati part. So, this is specifically to Tāna Varnā-s.
It's something that, it's not that you will just get it overnight. So you
Yeah.
have to really soak into the flavor of, getting the nuances of the subject. I mean, of course, we are blessed to, learning this kind of, real, I think it's all from the Natya Shastra, I believe, the base.
Yeah.
In following the traditions. Yes.
So, Varnams, if you see, adu 50-60 Varnams have been told in books, treatises, and those ragas are like major ragas have been covered.
Okay.
And like Balamurli sir and Lalgudi sir are the recent time composers, and like Puchi Srinivasa Iyengar, Patnam Subramania Iyer, Tanjavur, Tiger Vardachari, all of those are like yesteryear composers.
Okay.
So, few ragas to name, like Shankaraparanam, Kalyani, Mohanam, Hamsadwani, Sahana, Saveri, Todi, all of these ragas we can find Varnams in. Like not just Aditala Varnam, we find Varnams and Rupakatalam, Atatalam, Mishra Chapu, Tisra Ekam, Mishra Jampa. So all of these talas have also been covered by the composers.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about the ragas and talas. The ragas can also be Janaka Ragam and Janya Ragam. What is Janaka Ragam? Janaka Ragam is the parent ragam.
Okay.
Janya ragas are those ragas
We can
which
ask the
comes
kids
under.
who are here. We can ask those questions to the kids who are here. I mean, students have
Yeah.
joined.
Yeah, but I don't guess they know the technical name of these.
Okay.
Janakam na ena, Janyam na ena. Yeah, so
Melakarta.
Janyam
Some
is,
call it Melakarta ragas, right?
yeah, exactly. So,
Melakarta.
so those, so Janya ragas basically, they are being categorized under this Melakarta system.
Okay.
So in the Melakarta ragas kadila, they'll be categorized. For example, Hamsadwani or Mohanam, that can be categorized under Harikamboji and Shankarabaranam.
Okay.
So they are not Melakarta ragas.
Yeah, Janya
They are
Raga.
Janya ragas, obviously. So they Varnams are also in Audava Ragam. Audava Ragam is a ragam of 5 swaras
Yeah.
in total. Sa ri ga pa da or sa ri ga pa ni or sa ga ma dha sa.
5 octaves that come.
Yeah, sa ri ga ma dha. So all of these are Audava ragas.
Okay.
Shadavam is 6 in number. Sarigama Dhanisa. So Sri Ranjini kind of ragas are Shadava ragas.
Okay.
Audava Shadavam is ascending will be 5 and descending will be 6. So those kind of ragas are Audava Shadava ragas. Sampurna ragas we call it as like Melakarta ragas or whatever we name it. Sampurna ragas will have 7 notes. Sarigama Padani.
5 and 7.
Yeah.
Like 5. I mean, there's those combinations, right?
Yeah. So also it can be Varjam, Vakram. Varjam is omission. Vakram is zigzag. So for example, Sahana is a Vakra Ragam. Sorry?
Patterns, different patterns.
Not pattern exactly, but the way you sing the Ragam, that particular portion, you can only sing it zigzag. You cannot go straight. That is it.
Okay.
Basically.
I mean,
So-
it's been defined that you have to do it this way.
Yeah. If a Sarigama Pamada, na Pamada is the only way you can go up. You cannot go up Gama Pada. So that is zigzag.
All right.
That is called as Vakra Ragam.
Uh-huh.
So all of these
Can we have
can-
a simple piece of Vakra Ragam?
that is what Sahana is a Vakra Ragam.
Okay.
So,
Sahana.
Sahana Varnam Karunim Piti Manchitaru Una Amusami. So Taru Una Pamada, only that is the only way you can go up. You cannot go up otherwise. Yeah,
Okay.
so this is one of the examples.
How beautiful to hear you sing, Swathi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And thank you so much. So next, I think Ramya, you're going to tell something about the Abogi Varnam that's got something to
So
connect with this.
now when we talk about this, let's get into the today the examples which we are going to take for the discussing the Varnams. No, we will be discussing Shankarabaranam, Mohanam, Abogi, Hamsadvani, Begada, and Sahana. We have tried to take as many common Varnams which you people can all relate to. Okay. So first, we are going to say, like has in the beginning Swathi said, right, how we learn step by step. First we learned the Sarali Varsai, and then when we are very proficient in Sarali Varsai, they take Janta Varsai. So why it is set like this? Because these things are all incorporated in the Varnams. It is so
Okay.
beautifully like hidden in the Varnams. So all these Sarali Varsai, Janta Varsai, Dhatu patterns, this jumping notes, no? Jumping notes. And even the sthayis. If we learn upper sthai Varsai, Mandra sthai Varsai, some people teach. So all these octaves are also covered in the Varnams. So everything that is until the Geetams, this thing, no? It's like step by step approach. Okay, finally you are ready to learn a Varnam. That means you have done everything. So now it is, you can attempt it. You can attempt learning it, and um, you can start imbibing those things. I mean, it becomes slightly easier when you cross everything. Even when you
So
skip,
the more stronger you get in Varnams, then the more kritis would be walk through.
absolutely, absolutely. The foundation is set in all the Varisais and everything, and then the Varnams. So Varnam gives you a better foundation in terms of your alaya aspect, your talam, your speed of rendering. So it is like more like a, I mean, breathing exercise also. When you just continuously sing swaram, right?
Master your Varnam, and then you are done with the base for your.
Yeah, it is like a warm up. Every day, no, you start with a Varnam and then go sing whatever you want to sing, whatever you want to practice. First, sing a Varnam. That's how
I think
they say, you start a day with a Varnam, then it is good other practice. So now we will see how, so Swathi will take you into how it is incorporated, how it is beautifully incorporated in all the Varnams which we know. So we would want all your participation here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before Swathi begins that, na Ramya, I want a two-line from you. Anything on anything that we want to hear this morning.
Varnam?
Yes, anything.
Okay, since you started this question about Abogi, let me sing that Abogi.
Beautiful.
So Abogi, right? Generally, we are Maya Malogala. We learn this Gatu, Antaragandaram. Then Shankarabharanam is Gatu. Suddenly, this has a Ga one, which gives a very different flavor. When you learn Varnam, suddenly it's a new Raga introduced. It's a janim of Karahara Priya. Sariga, Sariga, Madasa, Sada, Magarisa. So that's Arohanam, Arohanam. So in Varnams, you learn where to apply what gamakams. So in the Abogi, you don't give a gamakam in Re. Re will be plain. Re will be holded plain because it is followed by a Sadharana Gandharam. So you have to give the gamakam in Ga, not in Re. Yevari bodana vini ila guje se ura javamuganan Nelara Shesha Jalendra Shri Venkateshwara. So actually in the Varnams we can see the composer's mudra also, like signature. How you have Muthuswami Dikshidhar means you have Guru Guha.
Okay.
Tyagaraja means you have Tyagaraja. So you can see the Patnam Subramanya here. Okay, the composer. You can see the mudras Venkatesha. So different composers have different mudras.
Wow.
Okay,
I think this is a really write down note. So thank you.
Yeah, mudras. And one more thing you can notice, in all of you must notice in a Varnas is it's called what is it, Swathi?
Dviti Akshara Prasam.
Dviti Akshara Prasam. Abdina, enana this Pallavi and Anupallavi, right? The second swara, the second note, second syllable will be the same. So in this, here I sang Yevari Va. The Va is there, no? Java Va. So in all the Varnams, if you in Mohana Varnam also Ninnu Kori and Nannu Pa Limpa. Nannu Pa, that Nu letter. So this like no when you if you forget the lyrics also it helps you to recall and okay what it should be somewhere new what new is that or it helps so that kind of a thing it's very common across varnams and of course many Tyagaraja kritis also it's very common. Many
Okay.
composers use this. So now yeah we can go to the um,
Yeah, so now
examples.
I think Swathi will take us to the Janaka
Yeah.
Raga and the Janya Raga.
So let's see the examples of Sarli Varsai first. Can I get volunteers? Like
I think all of them are, I mean, all of them are, ready to do it. So who goes
yeah,
first is the,
Shankara Varnam.
Does anyone know Shankara Varnam? Yeah, Shravan Gopalakrishnan.
okay.
Uh,
I think they have to unmute.
yeah. Can you unmute?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I play on the flute? I usually play in the flute.
Flute. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
playing it.
sure. Sure.
Okay.
Can you do the Muktaiswaram of Shankara Varnam? Sari Nisa Dhanisa. No, it's not audible, ma.
It's not
It is not
audible.
audible. No.
Yeah. No, you can. I think you should be able to play, Shravan.
You hear me?
Your voice is audible. When you play the flute, it's not.
The original sound for musicians, can you make it on the top right in the Zoom?
Yeah.
On the
Here,
in-game
do
list.
this. Quickly. Off click button.
No, click. Okay.
No.
Actually, it's very feeble.
Still.
I don't know. Maybe the input volume you can
I'll
increase it.
sing.
Sing.
Sari ni sa da ni sa ba da ni sa da pa ma pa da ma pa ga ma pa re ga ma sa re ga ma pa da
Okay.
ni sa
Okay,
re.
just a pause. So, did you notice something here? Sarigama Padanisa is exactly Shankara
Yeah.
Varnam's Arohanam Avarohanam.
Ah.
Right. Sarigama Padanisa is the Arohanam of the Shankara Varnam. Okay, now you can carry on. Rigamagari. Can you sing? Yeah.
Re ga ma ga re sa ni pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni.
Again, the last line, Sani Dapa Magari Sari Gamapadani is exactly the Avarohanam and the Arohanam of the Ragam, Shankara Varnam.
Ah.
Okay. So that is how it is being incorporated. Sarli Versai, first one. It is like some have this idea like Sarli Versai is to be sung only in Mayamala Goli. No, it is not that way. You can sing it in any ragam, any ragam you take, Kalyani, Shankara, not just Melakarta ragam. You can even try it in Abogi, Hamsadwani, Mohanam. Sarega pada sa pada risa. Okay, if you want to do it for sevens for us, you can add re and ga. Sarega pada sarega gari sa da pada risa. Sari sarega pa sarega pada sarega gari sa da gari sa da pada risa. That is how you implement ragas in Sarli Varsai and Janta Varsai. It is not, like Sarli Varsai and Janta Varsai to be sung only in Maya Malagole. That is the, yeah, it's not that. It's not like that.
And
Wonderful,
also, one more
wonderful.
thing I
That
would like
was
to
so-
add
yeah.
to Swathi, like she said, the Sarli Varsai, she touched the higher octave, right? So those who feel they can't reach the higher octave, you can go to the low.
Exactly.
So on the you can keep that as your Sarigama Padanisa Sanidapa Magarisa, and you can
Exactly.
make all your Sarli Varsai based on that. So that you can take it as an exercise whenever you learn a new ragam. You can do the Sarli Varsai for
Sarli
it.
Varsai, that.
Janta Varsai, Alankaram, everything you can do around.
Beautiful. Can you just record this, Ramya, if you can say it again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so double record in the sense. So every ragam you learn, you do the Sarli Varsai for it.
Yes, yes. Even Janya Ragam. See, generally it is Maya Malogavla is based in Sarli Varsai. So we think that okay, only Melakarta Ragams can have Sarli Varsais. No, we can add the swaras which is appropriate to this raga, either in the upper sthai or the lower sthai to make it 8 swaras. And then we can do the Varsaigal. And that Varsai will be very nice, very tricky. I mean, if you master the
Not just
Varsai,
that, you were say. Alankaram is also tricky.
Alankarams also, yes, Alankarams.
Yeah.
And when they say, right, when they say we can do it from the Kir Panchamam to the male Panchamam, that Mandrasthai Pa to the Tarasthai Pa, when you do the Alankaram that way, your voice is set, like you can, in all aspects, it covers
Beautiful.
your
Okay.
octaves,
Swathi,
everything.
we would
Yeah.
want a Swarli Varsai in probably Hamsadvani or any ragam that you would, sample.
And what do you want? Hamsadvani, yeah.
Yes,
Which Sarli Varsai do you want in Hamsadvani? Like,
anything. I mean, if
okay.
the audience have something specific that they want to hear, then now is the chance. Come on. Anybody wants to
Okay.
ask something?
Can anyone try? Like, I can probably I'll sing once. Can someone of you try the same thing? That way it'll be interesting. I'll sing it in Mohanam. Someone try the same in Hamsadvani. We'll do that way.
Oh,
Sorry?
yeah. That sounds even more interesting.
Okay. Yaar paadrel.
I think
Who's
all of
gonna
them
sing?
should do. Yeah, all the
Someone just volunteer. Come on.
Yeah. Listen, no one is gonna judge you or something. Okay. So yes,
try.
no. Super, very good. Okay, so I'll sing it in Mohana. You're gonna sing it in Hamsadvani. Okay, we'll do the fifth one.
Sorry?
We'll do the fifth one.
Okay.
Okay. Sari ga pa dha, sari ga pa dha, sari ga re sa da pa, ga re sa da pa ga re sa. The same you're gonna do it in Hamsadvani. How will you do it?
Sare.
Okay, the Shruti is G.
G. Okay.
Yeah. Hamsadvani. Hamsadvani is Nishadam of, like when you replace Daivatam with Nishadam, you'll get Hamsadvani.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing the Arohanam and Avrohanam first?
Yeah.
G is the Shruti.
Dia takut. Sagamada sa ni da ma ga sa.
Okay, you're gonna do it in Hindolam.
Oh, Hindolam.
Hamsadvani.
It's okay. Once again, it's okay. Do it in Hindolam. It is okay.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine. Do it in Hindolam.
Sagamada
Five. Sagamadhani.
Sagamadani Sagamadani Sariga
Gama.
Ni Sagama Magasani
Da.
Sorry?
Correct. Magasani da maga.
Magasani the Magasani the Magasa.
Good. That's it.
Wow. Yeah, that was a
Got
beautiful.
it. That is a knack.
Yes.
Yeah. So, wherever you give karvai in Mayamalagalai while you sing the Sarli Varsai, Janta Varsai, the same place you have to give karvais in other ragas also. Saga madhani, saga ni there is a karvai. Maga sa ni da there is a karvai.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so interesting in the sense, whoever's passionate about this subject, I think,
Yeah.
can just, keep listening and then trying. So I think
Yes.
I'm not going to go ahead without the Hamsadvani trial of this.
Hamsad, you want Hamsadvani?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll do the third one.
Yeah, anything.
Sari ga sari ga sari sari ga pa ni sari ga ga re sa re sa re ga re sa ni pa ga re sa.
Wow.
This is third one. Sorry, third verse. Sorry, verse in Hamsadvani Ragam.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I
Yes.
think
So
we are like kind of, getting
running out
into
of time.
yeah. We are now
Yeah,
into the right
we'll
track.
just quickly say what are the verses that is being implemented. Just
Beautiful.
so
Yes.
the same way,
You can, in fact, summarize
yeah,
on what we spoke.
yes. Abogila, second etukada swaram. Madasada mada magari ga magari sadasa riga madasa da magari sariga. There you can find again the first sarli verse of the sariga madasa da magari sariga arohanam and avarohanam of raga abogi.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, Janta Varsai, Ramya, can you?
Yes. So in Janta Varsai also you can see many Varnams, okay? Like first, okay, let's take again the Mohana Varnam. So Mohana Varnam Pallaviliye Janta Varsai you can see. Gari. Okay, anyone wants to do Mohana Varnam? Hamsika? Can you try? Yeah, try. Mohana Varnam Pallavi is enough. Just sing the Swarams. Unmute yourself, please.
Yeah.
So,
Ga ga re sa sa re ga ga re sa re sa da sa re ga pa ga ga re sa re sa da sa re ga pa da pa da sa da pa ga re.
Very good, thank you. So if you notice in the first beginning, right? Sa sa ri ri ga ga ri ri adale vandirthu. Then ga pa ga ga ri sa ri ga ri ri. So just right in the Pallavi we have so many places. So all of you must start observing where all you have Sarali Varsai, where all is there Janta Varsai when you learn a Varnam. Okay, now we'll go to Data Varsai. Data Varsai is even more tricky, right? With all the jumps and this thing. Very apt example for this would be like Hamsadvani. Like Jitu, your favorite Hamsadvani. Hamsadvani, Chittaswaram, that's
Hamsadvani, I think any time we can just pick it up and keep listening.
yeah, I mean, you have so many examples. Shakti, can you try the Hamsadvani third Chittaswaram? Shakti Suresh, just please unmute. So please notice as she sings, please observe.
Notice as she sings, please observe.
Start.
Wow.
Very good, very good. So in this, right, when you see ni pa ga ri pa ni pa sa ni ri sa ga ellame jumping notes. It's not in the same order of the swaras if you notice. Ri pa ga ni pa sa ni ri. So it's full of that only. It's a perfect example for
omitting
Data
one
Varsai.
swara in between.
Not the next.
Yeah, omitting one swara in between.
Omitting
Yeah.
one swara in between, and how nicely the jumps is handles. Pa ni sa re ga ga re ga pa ni sa re ga pa ni sa ni ga. Then the rest ga ri sa ni pa ri sa ni pa ga re ni sa re ga pa. So how it is, the jumps are beautifully handled, and how the Dhat Varisai patterns are handled is like this thing. So every Varnam you learn, you start observing where Janta is there, where Sarali is there, where Dhat is there. That way it will help you to in the future, when you do your Manodharmam and all.
Okay, wow, that's like, I think there are like too many lessons that's we've been discussing about. So I think Manasvi is here. So Manasvi, can we hear something from you before we move into the closure of the session?
Manasvi, Shankarabaranam Varnam தெரியும் இல்லையா? First one பாடுறியா? சரணத்தோட first எத்துக்கட ஸ்வரம். Yeah. So let's quickly go through what Chittaswaras are, Etukada Swaras are. So Etukada Swara, first one will have elongated notes. That is gonna teach us Karve Nirnayam.
Okay.
How three Karves can be handled, how 4 Karves can be handled, how 6 Karves can be handled. So that is the pattern usually seen in all the Varnams. Predominantly, first Swaram will be of huge Karves with elongated Swaras.
Okay.
And the second one will have patterns in it. For example, tam, takita, tam, takita. If it is that, you'll get to see the whole swaram in that pattern. And first swaram can also show you how symmetry works out. It will be symmetrical. The first half of the talam and the second half of the talam will be symmetrical. So let's see. Manasvi, can you sing the first one? Shankarabaranam.
Okay. Ma pa ga ma re ga sa re ni sa re ga ma.
Tam ta ka jha no tam ta ka jha no. It's exactly symmetrical, right?
Okay.
It is the same. It resembles the same. It is not any way different from each other. Only the swaras are different.
Okay.
And you can also see karves in it.
Okay.
Pa ga ga ma ga ga pa ga 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 ma ga ri gi ga sa ga ga ri gi ni gi sa ga ri gi ga ga ma. So it's so beautifully constructed, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in the sense, no words to describe how it has been put up and then how it's been, as you said, constructed.
Yeah. So the second one, for pattern, it is ga ga ri sa ri ga pa da sa ri ga da pa ga ri ga sa da pa ga tam taka jhanu tam taka jhanu tam taka jhanu tam taka jhanu tam. This is the pattern that's being followed here.
Wow.
The same thing 4 times, but in different ways. How ade oru jatiya, how swaras can be played with. Ga ri sa ri ga, everything starts from ga. Pada da sa ri ga. Ga kapram need not be gandharam or need not be daivatam. Ga ri sa ri ga pada da sa ri ga da pa ga ri need not be the nearest swaram. It can be the same swaram also. Ga da pa ga ri ga sa da pa ga ri. So this is another thing that Varnam teaches us.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, are we having a little more?
Just 2 more, third and fourth. That Akka will explain.
Yeah. So in the third swaram, if you see the first swaram, which it has lot of gaps, karves. So second one has patterns. Second Chittaswaram. But third Etukada Swaram, right? It is like full of swaras. There is no karve. There is no I mean, of course, patterns will be there, but it is filled with swaras. So we will take the Swathi. Can you sing the example of Sahana Varnam?
Yeah. Padama padama re ga ma pa ma ga ma re ga re sa re ni sa da ni sa re ga ma pada pa ma da ni sa re ga ma re ga re sa re ni sa da ni da pa ma pa.
Yeah.
So, like Harsva Swaram na solluvom. We call it as Harsva Swaram. There is no karves in between.
Yes.
Okay.
So similarly, there is one swaram which comes in Begada Varnam. Okay, it's also a very beautiful swaram. I mean, you can find lot of patterns, and if you deep dive into it, you can find like so many things. Okay, now I'll just sing the Maga ma pada ma da pa ma ga re ga ma pa sa pa ma ga re pa ma ga re sa ni da pa re sa ni ga re sa ma ga re pa ma ga da pa sa ni da re sa ma ga re sa re ni re sa pa da ma da pa ga ma re ga ma pa ga. So see, look at the way it is, the patterns are. So these give you the the tools to help you build your creative skills.
You can also see a pattern there. How it will teach us to know the Kanakku. Kanakku is a separate topic. We can deal it like later on. But here, ஒன்னு தள்ளி அஞ்சு easier you can see. Taka takita taka takita taka takita. That is his. The last line la sari ni re sa pada mada paga ma re ga ma pa ga va.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So in ஆதி தாளம் cycle ஒன்னு விட்டா அஞ்சு 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 போட்டா எப்படி வந்து how can you form a pattern அப்படிங்கிறது it is these kind of swarams teaches us.
Beautiful.
So yes.
But so we've got all the summary lessons.
Akka the fourth one too, last one too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So there is another swaram of so in the fourth swaram of Etukada swarams, all the characteristics are covered. Like carvais are there, patterns are there, konja ropi filling swarams are also there. Ni da pa da ma pa ga re ga ma pa da ma da pa ma ga re ga ma pa da ni da pa ma da pa ma ga re pa ma ga re sa ni da pa sa ni ga re ga. See the pattern, see the tam ta tam takita tam ta tam takita. So that pattern comes re sa ma ga re pa ma pa da ma pa da pa sa ni re sa ga re ga ma ga re sa re ni da pa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa ga re ga ma. So the raga bhavam is covered, patterns are covered, carvais is covered, like everything is there in the last swara. If you see any last swara of the varnam and the Etukada swara.
Wonderful.
So that's the beauty of
I think after this 1 hour, a little of our, I think all of our audience knowledge is like a little higher. So thanks to you, Swathi, and thanks to you, Ramya. And right, we have a couple of questions on the chat. So I think we can just quickly address them before we go into the final question to close the session. So there is, why is Chittai Swaram also called
Etukada swaram. See, Etukada.
So that's from Sapti Suresh.
See, Etukada swarams, no. Etukada means something like repetitive. It's a very old form of ancient form of the phrasing. The Chitta swarams all came a little later only. Etukada is like something which you keep repeating. So இப்போ சரணம் லைன் பாடிட்டு நம்ம ஒரு ஸ்வரம் பாடுறோம், திருப்பி மேலே சரணம் பாடுறோம், செகண்ட் ஸ்வரம் again we go back to the charanam. So we keep going back to the charanam. So that repetition, no, so they call it Etukada swarams. Like we keep going back to something.
Okay.
That is the reason.
Okay, nice. I think Shakti, you have any more further things on this you want to ask?
Sudha has a question.
Yes. How can we pick up raga phrases from varnams? So Swathi, I think
Yes, that we are going to cover in the next session, because we have few points here what we can learn from a varnam. Not exactly like what is being incorporated in a varnam, but what varnam teaches us. That we are going to cover in a few minutes. Like we have 6 points that will be covered with examples in the next class.
Okay.
So like
so we have a very good topic to include in our next discussion.
Yes, but then what we'll learn in a varnam, that we'll cover it here, but their examples will be dealt later.
Beautiful. Okay, so
Yeah.
Sudha, your question is noted, and we'll get back on a session for you. So does each composer use a specific swara pattern or gamaka, or is it that based on the raga?
It is definitely based on a ragam.
Okay, because
because the karvai differs, the gamaka differs, the swara pattern differs. You cannot use Kalyani's way of approach to Sahana or to Saveri. Saveri has a different texture. Sahana has a different texture. So they have their own way how it is constructed, and you can actually know.
To balance their name also, no, to justify their name, they have to follow those
Yes,
patterns.
definitely. They'll have their own approach. So if just to know a ragam, you can just go and click on a varnam and listen to it. You'll get to know a ragam. That's how varnams are created. Yeah.
How to sing swaras with karvai properly? Is it easy to sing without karvai?
Okay, the thing is, the
We
karvai.
always, as a human mindset, we want to do what is easy. So
See, that is what, right? Varnam teaches us to sing everything with more karvais. Like until the Jati Swaram Swarajati, we did only 4 karvais and all. But Varnam has like more, 6, 7 is sing. So how you can try to sing the swaras properly is, one method is you can try to note the number of syllables on the top of your Sahityam syllable, no? இப்போ நின்னுக்கோ ரீ இல்லைனா ரீக்கு மேலே எத்தனை கார்வை இருக்குது. On the top of the re, you can take a note of the karvai and try to sing the akaram first. So always in varnams also
is another great practice technique. So
yes.
There are a lot of learning hacks that we've covered across the session. So
yes.
I'm sure all
yeah,
that
because it's very difficult to avoid those things, right? So it is easy to sing without karvai, yes, but that is meant, right? That is how the structure of the varnam is. The lyrics is spread across a particular structure which we have to follow. So how do we remember, how do we follow is take note of the number of karvais for each syllable, where it comes while singing, also where it comes in the tala. So you can remember, like, okay, ninnu ko re, okay, re is going to come here.
So actually first you will impose the karvai in the swaram, then in the sahityam.
Yes, first is swarams. No, so when first of all, first rule is you should know the swarams by heart before you go to the sahityam. So when you know the swarams by heart, you automatically will know, okay, which swaram I am going to sing which syllable. That will come to your mind. That is the second thing which you will think about. Okay, so where am I going to sing this thing? Where am I going to sing the next swaram, like that? And then where it comes to the talam. So you sing it first. So take little by little. When you start singing this thing, get the first half line properly. Half line, keep repetition is the key. Repetition, you just do it at least for 20 times, 50 times. And then half line, 1 line. Then 2 lines. Then the second line. First line perfect, then go to the second line. Okay. So that way, if you do like step by step, you can nail it.
So there's a couple of more. I think those are the last 2 questions before we go to the closure. Why is Mohanam a Janya Raga of Harikamboji and not Shankara Varna? Is it a common question?
It is based on the 24 Shruti concept. There are many Shrutis in between. So there is a specific calculation to find out a Mohanamoda number and it comes under which Janaka Ragam abdina. So that is how we put it under Harikamboji and not under Shankara Varnam. So it is a controversial topic, not just this. There are many such ragas which can be put under some other Janaka Ragam. It can fit more into some other Janaka Ragam, but it won't be its Janya in real. It will be a Janya of some other Ragam.
Okay.
So there is a specific calculation in the 22 Shrutis concept. By doing that, that is based on Veena again, not on vocal music or voice. Veenaல இருக்கிற microtones and semitones அதெல்லாம் வச்சு 22 Shruti concept இருக்கு. 22 Shruti conceptல we have many calculations to find out the note exact Gandharatoda position. We'll get to know by doing those calculations, and then we'll decide which it goes under which Janaka Ragam abdina. So that is how we have arrived at a conclusion that Mohan comes under Harikamboji and not Shankara Varnam.
I mean, I've heard that violin is the queen of instruments. So is Veena the queen of instruments?
It can project many gamakas. When compared to like instruments or vocal music. Okay. Veena is like the top.
Beautiful. Okay, I think we are done with the questions. So all the learning
One
hacks
point I
have
want to
been-
add
Yes,
to
Ramya.
what Sudha asked, right? About how can we pick up the, I mean, what from what we sang only, right? The patterns which were there. So on the patterns away, when you sing it as phrases, it will sound like the raga structure. That is what I wanted to say. Like whatever patterns, if you can observe in the varnam, அதை வந்து அகாரமா பாடி பார்த்தா it will sound as it will sound as a phrase from a ragam. So that is how the patterns are made. It is very, very appropriate to the ragam. Kept in mind the raga bhavam also. It comes out. Yeah, that is what I wanted to
To
share.
conclude, we just have 6 points.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. As a conclusion, we have 6 points. So if time permits, we can just tell that and we'll conclude.
Yeah,
if that's
we'll
okay with
do I mean, quickly you can list out that 6 points,
Yes,
and
yes.
then the last question
Yes,
for
yes.
both of you, and then we conclude.
Yeah, okay, fine. So up until Geetam, you would have learned Karves with 1 or 2 or maximum 3. From Varnam, you'll learn 4 or more Karves.
Okay.
That is the one thing Varnam is going to teach you. So to prepare, to get mentally prepared to attempt 6 Karves, you're gonna need all those Sarlivarsai to Geetam practice.
Okay.
So second one is signature phrases of a Raga Baba. So ஒரு ராகத்துல these phrases, nowadays we avoid few phrases saying those phrase doesn't fit into the raga properly.
Okay.
But in actual, those ragas might have been the key phrase in older days.
Okay.
Those, because varnams are the very oldest form of music.
Yeah, yeah.
So
right.
whatever varnam has will definitely be the essence of that ragam
Okay.
that was being sung in those old days. But அது போக போக nowadays it has become, a few changes பண்ணி நம்ம வந்து to accommodate to today's ragam essence, to accommodate its present form, we have made few changes in the varnams, and we are being used to singing it.
We are actually following it.
Yeah, that thing. So அதோட examples எல்லாம் we'll be covering the next class. Please note down and don't miss the class. So the next thing is how the swaras and their gamakas can be handled in a raga. Not every ragam can have gamaka in a rishabam or gamaka in a daivatam. Not every ragam will have the same kind of gamakas.
Okay.
What does the raga teach us? What are the gamakas they teach us? There are 10 gamakas. Dasha Vida Gamakana, we have a concept.
Okay.
Dasham is 10 in Sanskrit. Vidam is types. Gamakas, as we know, it's oscillations or whatever we call it. So there are 10 types of gamakas, and ஒரு ராகத்துல how many gamakas are used, how a swara is being, the same swara can be sung in 2 or 3 different ways. How they are handled, that particular swaram is being sung. All those will be covered in a varnam.
And
These are all the technical aspects that varnam teaches us. That is exactly why we say we need to be very confident until Geetam. If not, you're not gonna
So you can
get the points.
in the varnam and then
Yeah.
improvise further.
Yeah, true.
And
Beautiful.
also, some more thing is like when in a varnam, from a varnam, what we can learn is we know how much octave to go. Like இப்போ வந்து how to go upper stai to should I when I sing a raga alapana, should I go until re, or can I go, see, generally how much ever your voice can go, you should not go until there. What varnam is there to guide us until which swaram you can go and come back.
Okay.
So that way varnam is like a proper guide for us to say, okay, where we can go, even while singing kalpana swarams and all. You just don't sing every swaram what you are possible to sing. You sing what is appropriate to that raga. That how do we find? We go back to varnams only. Okay, so this varnam, where does it go? Where the maximum swaram and the topmost swaram enga varaikum pogum. So you refer to that swaram and then come back to it. And also, like when you practice varnam with different speeds, right? First speed swaram, first speed akaram, then go to second speed swaram, second speed akaram. When you practice it on a regular basis, your laya improves like anything. Laya, your voice. See, nowadays people do so
You're
many
also
voice.
mastering the art by singing, no? So your
Correct.
voice
You're
also
learning
gets
the Varnam also, and you're improving your voice, you're improving your Laya, everything. Nowadays, people do a lot of voice culture and all, but this is the basic thing. If you do Varnam, 2 speeds, done. Everything is taken care. Breathing, all the aspects of voice is taken care. And one more, the last thing is like whenever you end something and go back to somewhere, it need not be your nyasa swara, no ending note, need not be the connecting note to the beginning of the swara. In many varnams, we could see that.
Mohanam. Namma pathame. Mohanam.
So ga ri sa ri ga pa. So from ga it is going to mandra sai panchamam. So anywhere those jumps can be there as long as you're able to reach the note and sing it well. So Adela, it trains you to sing
Also, it
those
doesn't
songs.
affect the raga.
Yeah, it sounds so
Yeah.
beautiful, right? Even if there are jumps, it is very appropriate to that raga. So yeah,
Okay.
these things.
So I understand why Swathi in my class is always more into doing the swaram even before, starting off with the daily lessons. Okay. So Swathi, no more questions asked.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much, both of you. So before we just end, so your pure moment of joy,
As in, like,
when you experience the inner joy within you.
okay, probably at times I feel like singing few compositions. When I feel low, I have a set of compositions, kritis, especially. They have ultimate meaning to it.
Okay.
So when I sing, I listen to myself actually.
Listening
That'll,
to yourself.
yeah, that'll actually give me this kind of a feeling or a self-satisfaction. Okay, nothing is going to affect me anymore. Anmadri or confidence it will give. So yeah, so that is, I guess, the uh,
The moment, the pure
yeah,
joy
that
moment.
that moment. Yeah.
Okay. So Ramya, what's in your plate?
For me, it's like listening. Whenever, in some concerts, some songs, it will move us like to some other territory. So that time, I will not feel judged by anybody. I will not care about people. I will just cry. I will just lose myself to the music. I will feel like I'm so blessed to listen to this music and appreciate this. This lifetime is not enough for appreciating. I will feel so grateful. I'll be like, I just don't care about anybody. I feel so good that, that soaking in that any song, any emotional raga which touches me, just crying and losing myself in that. So that I feel is like, that is this thing, no? I mean, when you have everything.
Crying out your feelings is something very important as humans. No?
Correct.
As, more emotionally
Correct.
connected.
And when music helps us to do that, you should just should not have any inhibitions. You should just
That's
let
the
go.
power of music.
Right.
And that too,
So
I think a music form like Carnatic music, how strong, it actually evolves the human mindset, human body, and as a soul, in fact. So I think we're all, soulfully connected through music. So with that note, thank you everybody. So as we just sign off to log into the next session on another topic, which I think we've got a lot of topics with our first discussion now. So can we quickly take 2 words from any of the audience here? Shravan,
if possible, we would like to see all their faces. I mean, if you can turn on the video, we would like to see your faces and have a just to.
I think that, I mean, a lot of people have their own schedules that's
I
going
mean,
on.
if possible, we would like to. Yeah.
Shravan, we missed your flute. Hopefully, we'll hear it soon.
Yeah.
So, how
Very.
did you feel listening to this session? One word.
I got to know a lot more.
Got to know a lot more. Thank you. So, Manasvi, can we hear from you? One word.
Akka, so I didn't know that even Dhatu Varsa could be found in the முத்தாய்ஸ்வரம்லாம் பாடுறச்சே கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். வர்ணம்ல வந்து இருக்குங்கிறது தெரிஞ்சது. இஸ் வெரி இன்ஃபர்மேட்டிவ். நிறைய கத்துட்டேன். தேங்க்யூ.
Okay, thank you so much. And Pavitra, is it Pavitra? I believe. Do you have a word for what you felt today?
I learned a lot of new things that I did not know before, and new information
Beautiful.
that probably will help me learn in the future.
Thank you, thank you. So with that, I think so Hamsika, you're on camera now. So one word to just finish off.
I learned that there are multiple different parts of a varnam,
Okay,
like purvangam, uttarangam, and like it can be
nuances of the
categorized into
Varnam.
different.
Actually, I would like to tell something.
Yes,
Just-
yes, you have.
Sorry to disturb. When I also remember when we learned about the purvangam and uttarangam. Even in my mridangam class, it was taught. I
Okay.
learned mridangam, so that there's a korve, and then
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
so
there is
nice
two.
to
There
know,
are two.
Shravan. You're multi-talented. Mridangam, flute, vocal. All the best to you. So good.
That says he's a very
Samatha.
genuine
Samatha.
student. Yeah, that's
Yeah, very sincere.
very
student.
attentive and
Yeah,
very
at a young
sincere.
age, at this age, listening to this discussion and I mean, very good. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
okay, all right then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. So have a lovely day, night.
Thank you, Aparajita Akka, for
Yeah.
giving this
Thanks for
platform
this
to us. Thank
opportunity.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean,
Yes.
it's in fact, when I just had these kind of thoughts on having a discussion session, I had Carnatic music only in my mind. So, it's been it's a beautiful, lovely start by both of you. So, thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hope to see you.
Meet again soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
definitely. Bye.